Hey guys, today's videos is about abstract noun and concrete noun. Concrete noun: somebody, something we could sense with our senses, like we could touch, smell, feel, hear, see, is called an abstract noun. For an example, Rahul, pencil, silver, etc. We could see them, touch them, and also we could feel them. Now let's get into abstract noun. Somebody, something we could not sense with our senses, like could not see, touch, smell, taste, hear, is called an abstract noun. For an example, honesty, kindness, grief, happy, etc. Here you could not see, feel, or sense these emotions. So these are the example of abstract noun. Now let's get into another topic, and that is noun cases. What is noun cases? The answer is noun cases lets you understand about noun role and condition in a sentence. For an example, Lisa was having a conversation with her friends. Here, Lisa is a noun case. How many nouns are how many noun cases are there in English grammar? The answer is there are five noun cases in English grammar, and they are subjective case or nominative case. Second is objective case, and third one is dative case. Fourth is possessive case, and the fifth one is vocative case. Now let's get deep into the topic. What is a subjective case? Subjective case: when a noun acts as the subject of a verb is called subjective case. For an example, she is walking. Here, she is subjective case because she is performing the task of walking. Question: how could we know the subjective case in a sentence? The answer is simple. You have to question with who or what. If noun is a person, question with who. If noun is a thing, question with what. For an example, she is walking. Who is walking? The answer is she. So the in this matter, the nominative case is here is she. Now let's get into accusative case. When a noun acts as the object of a verb in a sentence is called the accusative case. For an example, they grew vegetables. Here, vegetables accusative case because vegetables are receiving the action performing from the subject. Question: how could we know the accusative case in a sentence? The answer is you have to question with whom or what. If a noun is a person, ask question with whom. And if a noun is a thing, ask question with what. Examples: they grew vegetables. What did they grow? The answer is vegetable. So here the accusative case is vegetables. The next one is dative case. When a noun acts as an indirect object in a sentence, it is called dative case. For an example, they gave them plants. Here we could see it. We could say it in another way that they gave plants to them. Let's come to the example. Let's take an example so you could understand it better. They gave them plants. Here, them is dative case cause them are receiving the action of the subject indirectly. Question arises, how could we know the dative case in a sentence? The answer is, you have to ask question with who, to whom, or for whom. Remember these words, guys. Who, to whom, or for whom. You have to question with these words. Let's take an example to get it better. They gave them plants. Question, who did they give plants to? The answer is them. So here the dative case is them. Now let's get into possessive case. Possessive case indicates about a relation, possession, ownership, authority between nouns or a noun and a pronoun. For an example, let's take an example. He plays with Sachin's bat. Here, Sachin's bat is possessive case because there is a relation between Sachin and the bat because Sachin is having or possessing the bat. Now question arises or the question comes to in mind, how could we know possessive case in a sentence? The answer is by asking question with whose or whose with. Let's take an example to get it better. Example, he plays with Sachin's bat. Question, whose he plays with? The answer is with Sachin's bat. Now let's to get into another topic, and that is vocative case, or we can say nominative of address. Vocative case. When a noun is called out or addressed in a sentence, it is called vocative case. For an example, are you paying attention, Samantha? Here, Samantha is in a vocative case cause speaker is calling out Samantha. Question arises, how could we know vocative case in a sentence? The answer is, we could know the vocative case in a sentence by seeing commas before sentence is connecting with a person or creature. Terms related to noun. Here it is another topic that we have made for you to get the noun topic better. Terms related to noun. Countable noun, uncountable noun, attributive noun, compound noun, singular noun, plural noun. What is a countable noun? Noun which we could count is called a countable noun. For an example, teachers, sheep, trees, girls, etc. Here you could see we could count how many teachers, sheep, trees, and girls are there. So these are the examples of countable nouns. Uncountable nouns. What is uncountable nouns? Nouns which we couldn't count or calculate is called uncountable nouns. For an example, milk, sugar, rice, wheat, etc. Here you could not count how many milk, sugar, rice, and wheat are there. So these are the examples of uncountable nouns. Now let's get into attributive noun. A noun which modifies another noun is called attributive noun. For an example, coffee, farming, chicken, chapati, etc. Here, coffee is modifying farming and chicken qualifying chapati. So these are the examples of attributive noun. Now let's get into compound noun. It is another term that you have to get understand to the noun topic better. A noun is made with two words is called compound noun. Examples: French fries, blue cards, basketballs, backlash, etc. Here you could see this word is made with two different words. So these words are called compound nouns. Now let's get into singular noun and plural noun. What is a singular noun? Noun which indicates or address single person, place, creature or thing is called a singular noun. Examples: Ryan, jasmine, mango trees, an apple, etc. We could here we could see these are the example of single thing. Now let's get into plural noun. Noun which indicates more than single person, place, creature or thing is called plural noun. Examples: soils, trees, plants, seeds, etc. Here it is clear that soils, trees, plants, seeds are more than single thing or single unit. So these are the examples of plural noun. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.